Hello, everybody, and welcome. And so today, I wanted to kind of do an update on where I'm at, what I've been doing. I have I was doing some woodworking stuff and coming along pretty well. This is my website that I made. So I've got some products that I was making. I've got like a 3D gallery of these are some carvings that I've been doing with my machine. Here's a Ganesh. And they're turning out really good. And so I'm really happy with them. I'm like, finally, I've got something that's kind of worth, that I would actually be okay selling. So I've got these items all set up, and this is with me kind of logged in. If you visit the site, you won't see this send to Facebook. So I started doing this, and I've got it all set up to where I've got my Stripe payment. If you order here, and you can do payment, and then it sends you to Stripe, and then I can make the payment for. Um, this is all a test deal, but then I can make the payment, and it gets put all the it. I have it all set up to where all the information gets sent back to me, gets put into my database. So I have a record of transactions, a record of like the sale. I've got kind of some back end stuff to where when you're the customer, you'll have like the ability to log in and see like the status, order process, like was it shipped? Is it in finished stage? Whatever. So I've got this whole idea of like, well, I've got to come up with this whole system behind before I get started too crazy because once I start listing stuff, then I can start filling up my databases and I want to make sure that they're solid. So I've been kind of messing around with it and I've got this kind of basic site to where I've got materials. I can add and edit materials. And I've got some images to where I've got like receipts. And then I've got the regular image and then I've got some details. And so I was like, okay, so I've got some materials I could set up so where I know what I'm working with. So when I make a file, I can look up my materials and say, I need a board that's so big by so thick. What do I have? And then it can help me find it. And then I can kind of keep track of my materials. Awesome. Then I started thinking, okay, well, what about bits? Maybe I should start tracking my bit information, like what the details are. Maybe I should start tracking the use of the bits. Maybe I should start tracking, all the different analytics that would happen with a bit of like, does this bit work good on plastic? Does it work good on wood? When does it break? That kind of thing. And I'm thinking, okay, so how can I do that? I can get the bits all put in there, but I need to have it set up to where I could do the analytics later. So, okay, I've got materials, I've got bits, and then I've got some kind of projects that I've got going. So I'm like, okay, I've got some files here to where I can show, okay, this is the deal, and then I can upload some of this stuff to YouTube and kind of get some social media linking, that kind of things. But kind of a place of information for each job, like so that not only do I have pictures and videos, and then like this is a job sheet that goes over all the different tool paths, but because of this job sheet that I can generate with my file, I've got all my tool paths and I've got different tools that I can associate to each tool path. And then I can associate tools to slots for like tool changers and things of this nature. So then I'm thinking, okay, so now I can manage all of my bits. I can manage my different tool setups. I could take a format like this and then I could put it back into my system to tell me, okay, this is what it would look like. This is how it gets to all of that by using these different things. This is the time estimate. Each bit has, like this bit got used. Let's say this one right here. This one got used 2 minutes here, got used 56 minutes here, and 14 minutes there. So it's, an hour and 20 minutes for that bit that I can start deducting for a bit life. And like how worn is the bit, that kind of thing. So you can kind of see where I'm going here. I'm like trying to think of like all the stuff. And so I'm like, okay, well, this is cool. I've got some ideas where, I could start doing 3D plans, I could do, models, things of that nature. And then I'm like, okay, well, I need to start organizing this. And so I designed this site. And so this is the back end of what you see on the other site. And this one is, I only have access to it, but I've got, all kinds of different features to it. It's set up to where if somebody makes stuff with 3D printers or has a CNC machine and they make stuff, it's set up to tie into like Amazon APIs and Etsy APIs and things of that nature so that all of my management can be done here, and then I can just start getting stuff um, with my API management, for example. I can have all my Amazon API keys, and I can link Amazon link lists and things like that. So I can, go back and forth between these are the different tool sets that I have, and these are the different settings that I use. And so then I've got different user profiles, and I've just been going crazy with all the data stuff on this. So this is like a dashboard, shows, just some basic stuff. I've got like a timeline, and then I've got all my databases that I've set up here, and I've got this set up to where I've got this privacy feature. So if I've got privacy feature on, then it will hide things like my email address when I do stuff like if I'm streaming, or if I just don't want to, if I'm around a customer or something like that, and I don't want to accidentally click on some sensitive information, it'll just pop up and say, hey, privacy options are on. And then if I want to turn it off and I want to see what my email address is or whatever, I could just hit that, and then it's a nice toggle for privacy. Um, but for all the other stuff, I've got, like material stock, like this would be the database that would be for all my materials. I've got bits master catalog that I'll be starting to build out now, which is all the different amount of bits, and the bits by bits catalog, and the IDF catalog, and all these different catalogs. And so it'll have like a master file, and then that way I can collect the manufacturers and then select the bits so that each user can have their own bit profile. And then we also have like a master list. So then each user data can also be aggregated for what are the best bits, that kind of thing eventually. But it's set up to where in the future it could be aggregated for data analysis, to figure out what the best bits are, for the best materials, that kind of thing. And then, so I've also got, so there's nothing in that one now. But if I've got, let me see here. So this is my product catalog. So that's like the 4 items that you see. That's kind of the database it's working off of. But I've also got just all kinds of different databases here to help manage the stuff between the APIs and the databases and all that. And then I've also got it here to where I can select the row, and then I can hit it here. This is just, I'm still kind of building this. So this is kind of telling me what the row is, and then I can kind of edit the row from here. And then I've got this kind of thing here to where I can archive it, or I can delete it if I wanted to from here. And then I've got kind of like a reporting system to where if like the other users are in here, they can add feedback, and then I can kind of get an idea of what's going on without having to have emails and all that kind of stuff. Um, and then I've also got this template form. I've got like the tool master files. I've already built the back end for it. So I just need to take like the tool files, and it'll parse all the information and then throw it in the database. I just haven't done it yet because as I'm building it, I want like a lean database. I don't want a whole lot of information in it, so that I can work with the tables first and make sure that it all works together before I add a bunch of stuff and figure, oh crap, I should have had 3 more fields, that kind of thing. So I don't have a whole lot of data yet, but it's ready to be populated. So like this would be, I browse, I get a tool file, and then once I get the tool file, I upload it, and then it'll populate like all the tools in that tool file. So I'll have like all the Amana bits with one file and all the IDF bits with another file. And so it'll be an automated way to get all the data in there for like bits. And then I've got templates for just kind of different material upload for. This is the one that I use to upload materials now. I've got a bit upload form, materials upload, bit upload, product upload, project upload, and then like an image management form. And these are the ones that I can see on the website side of things if I'm logged in. But I'm trying to separate it because I thought, well, if I start going over complicated on management on the core website, I probably want to separate that out. So I'm going to take the management part of stuff away from this site and just have it the forward facing. And then when other people log in, they can have their own. I haven't done it yet, but the idea is you could have your own template to where you can have your own storefront like this based off of the data that you're adding into from here. Um, so that's kind of what I've been doing. It's been a crazy process just building all this stuff and getting it all to work. But it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy about how the whole thing is turning out. Yeah, and then this will go back to all the main pages there. Let's see here. Try to go through what else I've got. I've got some site admin stuff, to-do lists, some settings, timeline, activity. Most of this stuff is tied in and working. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm just really happy with how it's going because now I've got to fine tune some of these upload forms. So it's a little easier to do like over the phone and things like that. Because the cool thing about like the materials upload is I could take my phone, I could log into my website, and then I could just enter the information and take a picture of the material, like the board, and then take a picture of the receipt. And then once I have the receipt and the board in on the website, once it uploads it onto the website, it takes the image because these phone images are rather large, so it'll take it and it'll make a thumbnail and it'll compress it down to be more website friendly. So it processes the images for me, but then that way I can also have a record of like the purchasing history of like when did I buy the bits, what receipt was it tied to, what else did I buy with this project, that kind of thing. And then I could have like, okay, I could look at the receipt and then I have full tracking for how much everything costs, what the bit costs, what the wood cost, and then I can have a labor figure in there, and then I can, which is the other kind of core reason I was doing all of this is because I don't want to have to like keep figuring it out and not knowing if I'm right or wrong. It's one of the big things I learned from the video game database that I built over 10 years, which is a lot of this stuff is kind of borrowed from what I built on that. But the whole idea there is if it's a real cash game and you're playing for real money, if you don't really understand what you're actually doing on a data set level, then you're really kind of just playing blind. And so that was the idea of the database there is that I can be able to determine what changes are needed to be made sooner and quicker so that I can actually not be stuck in a rut of unprofitable something or other. Like if I make a piece of wood and all of a sudden I set a price on it and it's good, it covers all the materials and the costs and the labor. But then if I add finishing to it and spend a day and a half with staining, but I don't figure that into the cost, I could be losing money on projects. And, if I'm not keeping track of it. So that's kind of the other part of it is to keep track of all the monetary, what is it actually worth? What have I put into it? What can I get out of it? Is it worth making? Because some things aren't going to be worth making. And then some things are going to be worth making, and I want to know which ones are worth making. So that's where I'm at. That's kind of why I've been a little bit quiet on the videos. This is coming along good. I've got all the databases. Now it's just a matter of tying it all together. I've got a new login database that I've set up for this, so I've got to tie the login system, and then I just got to start tying in all the forms, which most of it is done, but it's a lot of little tiddly things, and then I'll fine tuning how it looks. A lot of it is I really suck at display, so I've been messing around with so it looks ugly where it's like a black background with because I suck at CSS, I suck at HTML. This is mostly all PHP, so I'm trying. I'm learning some parts of it that I was hesitant to learn before. But I am really happy with how it's coming so far, because as it is, this will be my source of truth for pretty much the business of all my CNC stuff and tracking my sales and knowing what works and having processes written down and all that kind of stuff. And then, from here I could go to selling plans. So maybe I've got some 3D models people are interested in. I could sell furniture plans. I could sell the furniture. I could sell the carvings. I could sell the signs. I could sell services. I'm all tied into Stripe now, so I can actually take credit cards for whatever. And the interesting part about this is because it's built as a multi-user database. It's when people log in, it becomes their information, and then it's all privatized and separated so that it becomes your own management system. So there is a potential that if I do it good enough for my own needs, and it really kind of has to be good for me to license it out, but I could do it to where it's like, okay, $10 a month if you want all the access to the services. So that's kind of, build it first for me. If it works, great. Maybe other people will be interested in it. But for me, I'm loving it so far. And that's where I'm at. And yeah, I thought I'd give people an update. Probably going a little long, but there it is. Hope you have a good day. And thanks for watching.